Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on Bitcoin. We'll take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 4-hour in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks right here, as they're called, representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 4 hours worth of time. So while this here may look like a couple of months worth of time, it's just actually the past few days broken down into 4-hour time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I've been doing this analysis on a very routine basis. In fact, I did it about 24 hours ago. So that is where these green and red line annotations are coming from. And the bears remain in full force. I made the comment yesterday that, if this level up here held or didn't hold, I'd be kind of shocked to see if it went all the way down to, this green line down here. And then again, I don't know why I would say that, considering this is Bitcoin. So not only has the price in the past 24 hours broken below that support and come all the way down here, but it's actually, gone down below that support several times. As things stand right now, the price is currently hovering and doing battle and trying its best to stay right around this 6,800 mark. But obviously, maybe not obviously if you don't know, but with the way cryptos are open 24/7, this chart will be open and continuing to form over the next, 48 hours as the weekend unfolds. So I want to just talk about more so these broad levels. That way, even if you come back and watch this video on Sunday, you'll still have an idea of where some of these overall areas are pertaining on the chart. So first thing I'm going to do is a little house cleaning here and go ahead and delete that line out right there. Sure, it still pertains, but it's not relevant right now. And from a presentation standpoint, I don't want to risk causing clutter and confusion with lines all over the place. So let's try to keep this as clean as possible. But the first update comes about via a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they do tend to act as resistance. So on any sort of bounce over the weekend, that first key battleground is going to be right around the 73.50 mark, give or take a little bit. In the event the price can actually push up through there, the next key overarching level is that purple line up there, the 50-period simple moving average, but one step at a time. And really the first step has nothing to do with even breaking levels of resistance. The first step, in my opinion at least, is just stabilizing, just at least getting some sort of sideways action, because as I'm sure you've noticed, there really hasn't been much sideways action over the past several days. It's essentially been pretty much down. So even if the price can go sideways, in my mind, that's just as good as any sort of upwards price action. As it stands right now, as I already talked about, 6,800 is currently doing a good job of holding as support. But in the event over the weekend that level cannot hold as support, where it could be the next level of support. And after seeing where the chart is now, I realize it's hard to see. But yeah, not until down around the $6,000 mark. I said it yesterday, so I'm not even going to say it now. It seems like that would be pretty crazy for the price to actually go all the way to 6,000. But then again, it is Bitcoin, and this thing can move. So maybe 6,000 will occur over the weekend. But again, as far as broad scope levels, that way, if you come in or watching this on a Sunday or whatever, and the chart will look a little bit different, just ask yourself, where's the price relative to the 73.50 mark, since that's a key level of resistance, and where's the price then relative to 6,800 and then 6,000, because those are those key levels of support. So we will see what the weekend brings, but yeah, with all the volume it's had right now, especially when the normal markets were closed on the day, this weekend could be pretty hectic. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.